Namaskar everyone. This is Romesh Khare, PGT English from Kendriya Vidyalaya Chhatarpur, Madhya Pradesh. First of all, I would like to extend my hearty welcome to all the learners who are here with me. Today, we will discuss something about the letter writing. You all know that letter writing is an art and it is the essential part of our day-to-day life. Other than that, for a student of class 12th, it is the essential part of your board exams question paper. So, as you all know that there are two types of letters, formal letters and informal letters. We won't discuss informal letters, but today we will discuss about the formal letters. But let me tell you something about informal letters, the letters that you write to your relatives, to your friends. You have already done the practice of writing informal letter in lower classes like 6th, 7th and 8th. Today we will focus on formal letters. Formal letters includes three types of letter. First one is business and official letters. These may be used for making inquiries, asking for and giving information. Asking inquiries, suppose if you want to take admission in any institution and you wanted to know something about the courses they are offering, you may write such type of letter. Second is registering complaints, any types of complaint related to the services, related to the product, you can write one formal letter for that. Third one is placing orders and sending replies, cancelling the orders, supply order. If you want to purchase anything from anywhere, you may write such type of letter, that is placing orders. And even if you want to cancel that order, you may write. Actually, a letter is considered a legal document, so these orders are placed by writing such type of formal letter. Second type of letter is letter to editors. Letter to editors generally used for giving suggestions on any issue. And the third one is application for a job application. Okay. So these are some important points, and these are for all types of letter, all the formal letters, whether it is official, whether it is letter to editor. These are the common points. So let's discuss them. First one is a formal letter is written in formal language. Second, try to avoid starting with I. It is a common mistake done by the students. You start introducing yourself, I am so and so. This should be avoided. Keep sentence short and to the point. Do not use contractions. Contractions means short forms. Use of third person pronouns like he, she, it, they, his, her, him, them, etc. This should be preferred rather than using I and you. Use passive voice where possible. Next point is be brief and to the point. Do not beat about the bush. Do not beat about the bush means you should not speak, you should not write any irrelevant thing that is not concerned with your topic. Be clear and specific. State the purpose clearly and concisely. Next one is be positive, polite, even if you are writing a complaint. Remember, on receiving end of your letter is a human being. So you should be very polite. Even if you are writing any complaint, you should select proper word. Don't use harsh word. Make a request for appropriate action. Quote reference numbers, order number, check, demand draft number, file number, cash memo number, etc. wherever necessary. Generally they are used for placing an order, supply order, etc. Arrange the paragraphs in a sequential order. An ideal formal letter may be written 2 or 3 paragraphs. Best one is you are writing in 3 paragraphs. Stick to word limit of 125 to 150 words. This is the word limit that is given in board exam by CBSE. Then marking scheme of letter writing. You should know that one question of 6 marks is asked compulsorily in your board examination. So what is the marking scheme? How you can score 6 out of 6? That can be divided in 3 forms. One is format, second is content, third is expression. For format includes 7 things. First one is sender's address at the top, then date, then receiver's address, then comes subject, salutation, content, signatory clause. If you write all these things, then you will be provided 1 mark for that. Then content, introduction, body and conclusion. This is the content. Relevant ideas to be presented in a coherent way. Use connectors appropriately. Divide into 3 to 4 paragraphs, as I already told you that 3 paragraphs is the standard one, but if it deserves, you can add 1 more paragraph. Expression, grammatical accuracy, fluency of language, appropriate words and spelling, coherence and relevance of ideas, and style. They contain 2 marks. So all the grammatical accuracy and no spelling mistake, you will be awarded 1 mark for that, and 1 mark is given for coherence, development of your idea. So first one, that is a very common letter of formal letter. It is letter to the editor. You all know. I think you all have written earlier also, but today we will discuss it more specifically, how you can score good marks, even the full marks, in writing a letter to editor. So first of all, can you tell me what is editor? Who is an editor? Who is an editor? Who is an editor? Editor actually is a critical reader and have passion for words, whose job is to polish and refine a story or an article. In every magazine or newspaper, they are employed, and their job is to find out what should be published in that newspaper or magazine, and also make all the correction. Editor works for magazine, newspapers, blogs and book, etc. They are responsible for checking facts, spelling, grammar and punctuation. So the editor has a very important task. Don't you think so? If you have such type of love for words, you may also be an editor. So before you are writing a letter, it is good to know that whom you are writing. You are writing this letter to someone who is very particular about the uses of words. Okay, yes. Then question arises, why do we write a letter to editor? So there are some reasons for writing. There may be some reasons for writing letter to the editor. First one is, you think that an issue is so important that you have to speak out. The issues like women's safety, frequent traffic jams, these issues you may write on them. Then you want to suggest an idea to others. Suppose a common problem may be how to reduce a pollution or unemployment problem. You want to suggest some ideas by your own. You may write a letter to the editor, and if that editor thinks that it's a good letter, he or she may give space in the newspaper. Then influence public opinion, policy or program of government. For that purpose also you may write a letter. Educate the general public on a specific matter. You may write a letter to editor. Specific matter to general public common man, if you want to educate common man, because common man reads the newspaper, and through that newspaper you may arise the awareness. Suppose the topics like carpooling, use of public transport, corruption, influence policy makers or elected officials directly or indirectly. That is also a good medium. Letter to editor is a good medium to influence policy makers. Policy maker, who are the policy maker? Politicians, bureaucrats. By raising your voice through the newspaper, you may influence policy maker as well. Now there is a sample of writing letter to editor. So let's go through this question first. You are Mrinal, a social worker. You feel upset as some of the good schools are admitting as many as 60-70 students in a class just to mint money, just to earn money. This is adversely affecting academic standards. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily highlighting this corrupt practice. Okay, so first you should know what is the point where you have to write the letter. This is 60 to 70 students in classroom, and what are the consequences affecting academic standard. You should keep these two things in mind. Okay, and after reading such question, you should develop some ideas in your mind that what may be the content, how will you start. So let's go through the solution. Yeah, as I already told you, these are the part of content. You just keep the 7 points of the content. First one, sender's address, then you may give some space, 1 line space, then 16 April, this is the date, then the editor, the Times of India. Sometimes the name of the newspaper is given and sometimes it is not given. If it is not given, you may write any name of the newspaper. Shivaji Mart, this is the address, Mumbai, this is the receiver's address. Then salutation, sir, ma'am. Subject, that is very specific, commercialization of education. You may give other subject also, you may suggest other subject also. You may write like deterioration of education system, like that, and many more. Okay, then this is the body of the letter. This first paragraph, as I told you, this is the introductory paragraph. Purpose of writing you have to mention. Through the column of your prestigious daily, I wish to express my grave concern for the crass commercialization prevalent in the good schools renowned for providing quality education. This is a specific purpose of writing your letter. Then you will have to elaborate the purpose. My daughter goes to a prestigious public school which admits students after conducting so many tests and charging a hefty amount as various funds. To a casual onlooker, the system appears restrictive and selective, but the overcrowded classrooms with 60 to 70 students in primary section tell a different story. Almost every section of every class is in a similar situation. Even though the school works in 2 shifts, there doesn't seem to be any respite. Respite means relief from the ever increasing size of class. So here you give the description of the problem, elaborate the issue, express your views and opinion. Okay, then comes the third paragraph. In the third paragraph, what are the consequences and your suggestion for that. The overcrowding of classrooms adversely affects the academic standards. It is very difficult for any teacher, however resourceful, to build any rapport or conduct interactive sessions in such large classes. the curriculum is covered in a poor manner. These are the consequences of having admitted 60 to 70 students in a classroom. So these are all given here, that what are the consequences, what you are having, why you are having problem, let them admit 60 to 70. You have to focus here, you have to mention them. And then this is a common, okay, let's continue. The curriculum is not covered. Then this is the concluding paragraph. Will the authorities look into this sad state of affairs and bring an end to this commercialization of education resulting in falling academic standards? So at last you leave taking action, you ask for action, you urge for taking action to the concerned authority. And last one is your complimentary close, your sincerely, Mrinal. Yours sincerely is the most suitable one. You may use it anytime, yours sincerely. But keep one thing in mind, when you are writing yours sincerely, you should not use any apostrophe s with after yours. Got it? Okay. Now some useful language at the beginning. One common starting, you all know, that one is the fourth one I have written here. Through the columns of your reputed daily, esteemed daily, I wish to express my views, concern, opinion, or highlight the problem. But another useful beginning may also be there. Suppose you can start your letter by, I shall feel highly obliged if you could publish the following few lines in the esteemed columns of your widely read newspaper. Second starting may be, kindly allow me to air through your columns my grave concern for the problem. You may mention the problem or the cause. Kindly do me the favor of giving a little space in the widely read columns of your esteemed newspaper to express my views, concern. And the last one, it is very common one, through the columns of your reputed daily or esteemed daily, I wish to express my views, concern, like that. Okay. Useful language ending. Actually, my dear students, you should keep in this thing in your mind. If you are writing the whole format, then the beginning, what is at the beginning, what is at the ending, then there is left little bit for the content. Obviously, content is most important, but body of the letter is also important. Therefore, I request you to enlighten the people by printing my views on the first page of your esteemed daily. This is a request you make to the editor. I hope my views would find a little space in your next edition. These are the concluding lines. You are requested to give a loud voice to my views. I hope my comments, suggestions, point will be taken into consideration. I hope the government, local council or people, I hope something will be done about this urgently. So such type of concluding line you can use, and after that yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Useful language, these may be useful when you are writing the body of the letter, in my opinion. And I do not feel, I believe, I think, I am not in favor of this thing, like that. If you have to speak your own voice. Yes, some other phrases that may be used in your letter are, this will, would mean, then, therefore, as a result, consequently, if you are given the causes, if we, they do, did this, obviously, clearly. These are the link phrases. These link, they give coherence. This is very important. Coherence, development of ideas. By using these phrases, you may impress the reader of the letter. Okay. And these are also some more phrases are here. Firstly, first of all, secondly, link phrases. These to link with your next idea. Furthermore, what is more, finally. Okay. Yes, one more sample we have. Write a letter to the editor of the National Herald, New Delhi, about water scarcity in your locality, suggesting ways to improve the position of water supply. You are Ramnath Rima of Kabinagar, Ghaziabad. So this is also one more solution I give you. First one, as you all know, it is the sender's address, your address, then date, then the editor. Here we have been given the name of the newspaper, so write the National Herald, New Delhi, then subject. You have to give space. Actually, it is not given here. You will give space after this, then this, then this. One line space you may give. Okay. Yeah. Then comes the body of the language. So here we have the kindly allow me to hear through your widely read columns my grave concern to draw the attention of concerned authorities towards the problem of water scarcity in our locality. It is still early summer and the residents are all facing acute water shortage in the area. This is the specific purpose of writing the letter introductory paragraph. Then the problem is highlighted here elaborately. The supply is cut off at 8:30 a.m. in the morning and is restored only for half an hour in the evening between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Since the timings are erratic, many people, especially the working couples, are unable to store water. What are the consequences of these? Here are consequences. Water treatment plant is under repair and has been shut down for a month or so, thereby affecting the water supply in the area. Second paragraph is over. Now third paragraph, definitely what it may have been contained. Yes, it has the solution. It's the time the concerned authorities looked into the matter and took immediate action. There should be a fixed schedule of water supply with prior intimation to the resident. Some alternative arrangements like water supply through tankers may be a good solution. Rainwater harvesting and recycled water wastewater management may allow reduce scarcity and ease pressure on groundwater and other natural water bodies. I hope the problem will not be ignored and necessary action will be taken to overcome the problem of water scarcity. So let me tell you, dear students and dear learners, that when you are writing the solution, you should know that what the government should do, what should be done at your level, what should be done at the society level. So you should not write only one solution like government should take action and like that. At your level, what can be do as a student, what you can do as a citizen, what you can do. So this should be included. Okay, thank you. Yes, now this is time for assignment. These two questions are for you. Please note them down. First question is, I am reading for you. You are Aman Aditi of 52, Bharat Nagar, Lucknow. The road leading to your school is very congested and full of potholes. Students and parents are often caught in a traffic jam. In spite of several representations, the government has not done anything to improve the condition of the road. Write a letter to the editor of the Times of India drawing the attention of the government to this problem. So what is the problem? What is the problem? Can you tell me? Yes, the road to your school. The road to your school is very congested and full of potholes, and there is traffic jam on the road. So when you see traffic jam, it's not like that you are writing only about the traffic jam. Read the question. Whenever you are attempting any question, read the question twice or thrice and try to understand what is asked from you, what is expected from you. Okay. And then so first in introductory paragraph you will write about this problem. Then in the second paragraph you will write what are consequences of it. The third paragraph you will give some suggestions. All right, I hope it will be easy for you. Now one more question for you. You are Savita Sen of 12, Fort Road, Manipura, Jhansi. You are worried that in spite of a legal ban on child marriage in state, thousands of child marriages are performed on Basant Panchami day. Write a letter to the editor, the Jhansi Times, expressing your strong views against child marriage and advocating some immediate steps to abolish this social evil. So these two letters are entire topic is entirely different. First, in the first letter, it is local. This one is a local issue, and this one is a social issue, a national level issue. It is concerned, what is that? Child marriage. Okay, the minors are getting married. It is still prevailed in India. So here you have to focus on that. So when you are writing solution, you have to write what the local government should do, what should be done at your level. Awareness, what students can do, they can create awareness. So include all these things. All right. So this is a letter to editor for please watch another video for business and official letter and job application for job. Thank you. Best wishes for your learning. Thank you very much.